I started in this business because I wanted to make a film. I wanted to do a movie. I wanted to be like Francis Ford Coppola. And I had written a story that I wanted to put to film.
It was sort of a dark comic macabre piece. It was a rapper who couldn't get any inspiration to create lyrics unless he, got an adrenaline rush from killing people.
Kevin loved the story. He loved the people I chose. I reached out to some famous musicians, and he thought everybody was perfect for it. He was very, very, very involved and excited as it evolved.
Kevin originally wanted a role in the film, and it was kind of a beefy film. He hadn't acted before. We ended up casting Kevin as a vagrant begging for money, but he did a great job, and I really enjoyed himself.
So we wrapped the movie, and we had a party, and there was a lot of dreams being made. It wasn't just mine. It was almost everybody involved in this movie had their own dreams, and that's why they were a part of it. As they're all trying to pursue dreams and be successful and for ourselves and for our families.
As the victim witness specialist, I would meet with James and discuss what to expect out of the criminal justice system and how he could be involved.
Emily was the perfect person to give me all the legal jargon in terms that I could understand. You could just tell that she cares about the people that she works with.
From the beginning of James's involvement in the criminal justice system and the investigation, it was always more than just James as the victim and the subject of these threats. He was concerned about his family, his kids, and having to make decisions about how to keep him and his family safe.
I felt like I wanted to just grab my kids and drive as far as I could.
I remember at the sentencing hearing feeling very protective of James in a way, which seems odd because James is, older than me. He's a grown man, he's a big man, but I always felt protective of him. So I felt like I wanted to know, what is his plan? So many victims put so much trust and so much energy and all their eggs in the criminal justice system basket. And so when that ends, there's a lot of processing and grief and emotions that need to still be addressed. It's always an odd feeling at the end of a case when you've worked with someone so closely in their darkest time of their life, and then they're going their way and you're going yours.
On December 8, 2016, I received a tip from an individual. He had left his phone number and he left a name, so I contacted him and I spoke to him on the phone.
Detective Sobanski, North County Sheriff's Office. What's going on?
This informant had stated that he had information on an individual who was attempting to hire him to kill another person.
You think he's serious?
I think he is.
You're not planning on doing this, correct?
No, I'm not going to.
I don't want you to handle a firearm. I don't want you to talk to this guy about killing anybody. Would you be willing to help us on this case?
Yeah.
If he calls you back, I want you to tell him that I'm not going to do any of this, but I may know a guy. And see if he's open to meeting with another guy.
Okay.
I felt that we were looking at a potential murder for hire type of a scenario. In these scenarios, we want to remove the civilian, the informant, out of the picture. We take that pressure away from somebody else and we put that on ourselves.
Detective Sobanski and I had previously worked a murder for hire case several years earlier. the urgency with which we have to respond to these types of investigations steps up a notch. Because you know the potential for a murder is there.
I wanted to get more specifics. I need to understand who I'm talking to. I wanted to meet with this informant immediately.
Just